Welcome back, everybody. We are back once again. Dr. King at the whiteboard. I want to talk to you about how to capitalize on your skills and your knowledge. How to make your layoff pay off. So many people are unemployed, and you know someone that's unemployed. Have them look at this video, everyone. I found myself unemployed. I didn't know what to do. I went through these series of ups and downs and mental anguish and all of the things that you go through when you're unemployed. If you've never been there, I tell you, it is a emotional roller coaster. But I finally figured out a way to get myself back up. And I said, wait a minute. Why don't I start my own business? And I tell you, I put in application after application after application, could not be hired. And finally I understood. I said, you know what? You got some knowledge in your head. Let's capitalize on it. So what I want to talk to you about today is how to capitalize on your knowledge and your skills. Hey, Dr. King, everybody. I help professionals like yourself sell their high-value knowledge to high-value clients for millions of dollars. I know people say, wow, is that true? Absolutely true. This is what I've done over the last 35 plus years all around the world. And so on the previous video, I talked about how to build wealth. Now, how to capitalize on your knowledge. I'm going to take that same board that I did, and I'm going to erase a couple things. Number one, I'm going to talk about how to work for yourself, how to take that knowledge, turn it into a business for yourself. So let me erase this one right here. And number four, how to get your ideas working for you. Companies out there need help. They constantly need help. I can't tell you. Let me share this with you, everyone. If you've never been in this industry, chances are you don't know. But there's an industry out there called the training industry. This is what we do. We travel the country training all people in organizations and individuals around the world. It is a $140 billion industry a year. $140 billion is set aside. Companies set aside money to train their people. Do you have a skill? Do you have knowledge on how to help employees do something better? Can you help them improve processes and increase productivity? Can you help them solve problems? Then chances are your skills are in great demand. And I talked about, when I wrote this book, and I got several books on my desk here. I wrote this book, and this is a short read, How to Reinvent Yourself Now. In there, it's not my information, everyone. I just took the research that we did, that they did, I should say, and I came out and reported it out to organizations. And they talked about the 10 skills that are in great demand today. One of them is people management. The ability to manage people, coordination with others, complex problem solving. All of these are skills that companies are begging people to come help them with. And so let me talk about the 4 areas where you can actually start your own company and sell your knowledge and your skills to company. Number 1, cash-rich corporations. Corporations are begging people, and they will always be looking for people. Think about it. If you've been around at all today and been around the block a couple of times, you know a lot of people entering the workforce today just do not have the skills needed in order to be successful in the workplace. Leaders are lacking leadership. Teams are having conflict that they don't know how to resolve. Productivity is slipping. And so you have the knowledge in how to do that, especially those of you that are holding masters and PhDs. If you're not on a trajectory where you're maintaining and moving toward at least $500,000, maintaining that each year, we can show you how to get there. I'm going to leave it at that number because a lot of people, they really don't believe they can get above that. I'm amazed how many people don't believe in themselves. I remember an ad that they ran, and I studied. Remember, I told you guys that I have an undergraduate in marketing. And I remember an ad that they ran in the paper that we studied at the university, where they ran two ads in the paper, the exact same ad, had the exact same wording, the exact same everything, the job requirement, but one said, we will pay $100,000, and the other one said, we'll pay $30,000. The exact same ad. Which ad do you think pulled the most responses? The one that was paying $100,000 or the one that was paying $30,000? The one that said $30,000. What that shows me, I should say, is that people don't value themselves. Master's degrees, PhDs. I'm amazed how many PhDs, the average PhD makes about $100,000 a year, give or take a couple, $10,000, $20,000. If you're not on a trajectory where you're making and sustaining $500,000 a year, we can show you how to get there by selling your knowledge to corporations. Cash-rich corporations have money, and they will always have money. I talked to a CEO one time. He said, listen, I will always bring in people who know what they're doing. I'll always have a spot for people that know what they're doing. Go back and sell that information to the organization. Make yourself available to them, and we'll show you how to do that. Number two is government agencies. Oh boy, did I hit a vein when I went to government organizations. Now remember, this is how I found out this information. I was a contract administrator for the federal government for 4 years. In other words, when people wanted to do business with the government, I was the one that wrote the contract and actually signed my signature to get them paid. So I knew it was there, and I saw the money, the millions of dollars that was going out. And so when I left government, I had to be away 7 years before I could come back. Back then, I'm not sure what it is today, but 7 years I had to be away for a while before you could come back and sell. But I said, wait a minute. I saw the need. I knew that they had money to contract people to come in and train their people and train the workforce. I just had to figure out how to get back in the door. And boy, did I hit a vein. I hit a vein. And my first contract was with a state government agency. I'll tell you more about it if you keep following the channel. For $35,000 for 2 days of work. I trained, and when I say 2 days, it was 4 hours a day, 8:30 to 12:30. So really, for 8 hours of work, I was paid $35,000. Wow. I said, this is real. And then after that, I just took it and I cookie cutted it across the country, and it took me as far as Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Elaine. I used that same concept. So government agencies have money to pay you, everyone. They got the money. And don't you believe it? Yes, they may be cutting a lot of government jobs, but they need help. And they're looking for people that can come in, especially if I can bring them in as a contractor. Why? Because I don't have to pay retirement. I don't have to pay medical. I can just hire you in, get the job done, you're gone. And me, I love that. I'll take care of all that for me, especially when I'm making big money like that. I'll show you how to do it. Third, everybody, is these large and small businesses. They need help. These small businesses. You ever walked in? I walked in a restaurant the other day, and wow, did I see they needed help bad. I watched the servers, and I watched the cook, and I watched how long it took them, and I'm thinking in my mind, who are training these individuals? Small businesses need help. And there's many ways you can help them, from getting a paycheck where they actually pay you to buying into the company. Say, hey, you know what? I'll come in and help your organization. Give me a piece of the action. Give me a percentage. You give me so many shares. Did you know a lot of people got rich doing that? Instead of getting a paycheck, they say, give me shares in the company. Large and small companies, so you got your corporations, which are, let's say, 10,000 plus employees. They need help. And there's many ways that they need that help. And I tell you, I'll show you in the program how to tap into that. But they need help, large and small companies, government agencies, and then you can sell your information directly to the public. How? By selling your books, by selling your audio books, by selling your ebooks. All of these are areas where you can sell your knowledge. Don't despair. If you're unemployed, don't despair. I'm saying to you emphatically that your knowledge could be worth millions of dollars. I'm going to do the math on one of the future videos and show you exactly how I went into the government and made millions of dollars. I'm going to sign off for now, Dr. King. That is your way to capitalize on your knowledge and skills. If you're unemployed, don't despair. Get up. Believe you can do it. Believe you can do great things with your knowledge and skills. I'm saying that you can. I'm here to help you. Touch the button, everybody. I put together some special reports over at the website. Go over there. Look in the bookstore. Look at that area that says special reports. I put them over there for you to help you begin to understand how to sell your knowledge. Dr. King signing off for now. Go out there and make your dreams king.